Yo, what's up? Bringing you that MLB 16 The Show. We're continuing our MLB 15 The Show franchise with the Seattle Mariners, and we're doing the playoffs on MLB 16. Right here we have our notice. Congratulations. The Mariners have finished the season at 90-72 and won their division. You will be taking on the Royals in the division series, so that's exactly what we expected with our last regular season game. Because we lost that game, we went into a tiebreaker with the Royals, and they will also have home field advantage. So in game 1, we're looking at Felix Hernandez versus Yordano, Ventura. In game 2, Taijuan Walker versus Duffy. We're actually going to change that to Hisashi Iwakuma. And then game 3 will be Taijuan Walker versus Jason Vargas. Game 4, if we go to a game 4, that will be James Paxton versus Edison, Volquez. And a potential game 5, it's looking like Mike Montgomery versus Chris Young. But if we go to a game 5, I probably will bring in Felix Hernandez. This is a quick look at the World Series playoff bracket. So Houston Astros, they won the wild card game against the Baltimore Orioles. And then in the National League, the St. Louis Cardinals beat the Pittsburgh Pirates in the wild card game. The rest of the bracket, it looks like Houston Astros, they're playing the Boston Red Sox, who were the #1 team in the league. And then the Milwaukee Brewers are playing the Colorado Rockies. St. Louis Cardinals are playing the Miami Marlins, who Miami also was tied with the #1 team in the league. So should be interesting. I'm surprised with some of the teams that made it in the playoffs in the National League. But hopefully if we make it to the World Series, that will favor us. The team I probably would not want to play is the St. Louis Cardinals. Anyways, we got to take care of Kansas City first. And to be honest, it's probably going to be the toughest series for us because it's only a 5-game series. The margin of error is very minimal. If we make one mistake, it can change the whole perspective of the series. But we're going on to game 1 in this series. We have Felix Hernandez versus Yordano Ventura. In our lineup will be Brad Miller, Ichiro Suzuki, Robinson Cano, N.Cruz, K.Seager, Mark Trumbo, Logan Morrison, Mike Zunino, and Seth Smith. That's the lineup we're running with in game 1. We're looking to start off this series strong with a victory and try to steal that home field advantage. So in the top of the first inning, K.Seager's up to bat. We already have runners on first and second. We're going to hit a grounder to the shortstop. He's going to get the force out at second base. Felix Hernandez pitching in the bottom of the first inning. A 1-2 count, the high fastball away in the zone, getting that strikeout, swing and a miss. Still the bottom of the first inning, another strikeout, changeup away in the zone. Now we're on to the bottom of the second inning. A 1-2 count. The fastball away in the zone. Felix Hernandez pitching well early on in this game. Still the bottom of the second. We're getting them strikeouts. The straight curveball right there. 4 strikeouts so far for Felix Hernandez. On to the bottom of the 5th inning. They have a runner on first base. Doesn't matter. King Felix was the strikeout. Still the bottom of the 5th. They have runners on first and second. We're getting the big grounder. Brad Miller to Mark Trumbo, getting that big out and preventing the Royals from scoring any runs. Bottom of the 6th inning, got him with the check swing. They had runners on first and second. Now we're going on to the top of the 7th inning. Seth Smith up the bat, a hard hit to the shortstop. He can't field it, but it prevents us from scoring any runs because he stopped it. We have bases loaded now for Brad Miller. He's going to hit a grounder to the shortstop. He's going to get the force out at second base. So we had an opportunity right there with the bases loaded, but we did not execute. And now to the bottom of the 7th inning with a runner on first base. The Royals get a big hit into the gap. That runner's going to come around from first to score, and that will be an RBI triple for the Royals. So even though King Felix was pitching really well for us in this game, he's getting into a rough 7th inning. The next batter up, it's going to be a grounder to Robinson Cano. We're throwing it to the plate, getting that big out right there, tagging him from that slide and preventing the Royals from getting another run. So we're remaining at 1-0, but they got runners in the corners now. Ball is to Seager, to Cano. The sidestep right there, a little too extra maybe, because they were able to reach first safely and score another run. 2-0. We're moving on to the top of the 9th inning. Mike Zunino up with a runner on first base. Strikeout right there. That ends the game. The Royals win game 1 of the division series 2-0. Felix Hernandez, he pitched a good game. 7 innings, 7 strikeouts. Unfortunate that we were not able to get any runs for him, But Greg Holland, he is the player of the game for his 1 inning of shutting us out and closing the game. For the rest of the Royals, Infante went 2 for 3 with a triple, double, RBI. Escobar went 1 for 3 with a double and a run. Moustakas went 1 for 3 with a run. And Gordon went 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Franklin Morales, he picks up the win, and Greg Holland got the save. For us, the Mariners, Ichiro went 2 for 4 with a strikeout. Logan Morrison went 1 for 3 with a walk, strikeout. Seth Smith went 1 for 3 with a strikeout, and Mark Trumbo went 1 for 4 with a strikeout. So overall, it was a tough game for us, but we suffered game 1. So we got to come back in game 2, try to get that bounce back victory, and hopefully we can tie this series up. So in game 2, we have Hisashi Iwakuma versus Danny Duffy. Our lineup is Chris Taylor, Ichiro Suzuki, Robinson Cano, Nelson Cruz, K.Seager, Mark Trumbo, Mike Zunino, Franklin Gutierrez, and Jesus Montero. We're stacking up on the righties since a left-handed pitcher is pitching. But once again, the start of game 2, this is a big one for us. We need to win it to tie this series up at 1 apiece. Top of the first inning with Ichiro up to bat, a hit and run. Successful right there. We have runners on first and second to start off this game exactly how you would want to see it. 2 outs later, Seager's up with runners on the corners, a little tapper to the catcher, and the Royals get out of this inning without allowing any runs. Bottom of the first inning, Hisashi Iwakuma with the strikeout, splitter away in the zone. Moving on to the top of the second, Franklin Gutierrez, a little blooper right here, a nice bare hand from Moustakas to throw to first. Nice out right there. That was a great play. You got to give him credit. On to the bottom of the second, Iwakuma, strikeout, fastball, low in the zone. Still in the second inning, Iwakuma, another fastball low in the zone, his 3rd strikeout of the game. We're going on to the top of the 4th inning. We have Mark Trumbo up the bat, and Mark Trumbo, he is going deep, and that is gonna be a 2-run shot for Mark Trumbo. We're gonna go up 2-0 in this game. That is exactly what we needed. Our first home run of the series, our first runs of the series. So after getting shot out in game 1, we come back with a big home run to take the lead. So we're up 2-0 in this game. We're going on to the bottom of the 4th inning, and Eric Hosmer, big shot right here. Nelson Cruz going for it. Woo! I thought I robbed that one. Very close play right there. Maybe if it was not Nelson Cruz, we could have got that. But Eric Hosmer, he hits a solo shot in the bottom of the 4th inning, and it's a 2-1 game. Still, the bottom of the 4th, Iwakuma looking to bounce back, splitter away in the zone, getting another strikeout. We're on to the top of the 5th inning. We have a runner on first base, hit to the second baseman, the back flip to the shortstop to first. A nice double play from the Kansas City Royals. They have a great defensive team, and that was one of the challenges coming into this game. But Iwakuma in the bottom of the inning getting another strikeout. Still, the bottom of the 6th inning, Iwakuma splitter away in the zone. He is getting those strikeouts in this game. Right now, once again, the fastball low in the zone. Iwakuma, he's just pitching so well right now. This is exactly what we needed. But a hit right here. Even with the shift, we're not able to get that. Nelson Cruz, he is not able to get that. That's a bad play right there. That can change the whole perspective of the game. We need to get out of this inning ASAP. So the next batter up, there's 2 outs. Runner on second base. Iwakuma forces the grounder to Seager. The throw to first. We get out of it. Big play right there. We're on to the bottom of the 8th inning. Iwakuma still pitching strong. The splitter away in the zone. I mean, I think this was the best choice to do. Keep Iwakuma in the game. The next batter up, Iwakuma with another strikeout. Got him frozen. Still, the bottom of the 8th inning. And a big hit right here. Past Seager down the line. We couldn't do nothing. Franklin Gutierrez, he feels it. Tries to get the runner out at second. Seemed like a good throw, and it definitely was the right play to make. We had to try getting him out at second base. He was trying to stretch out for it, but now he advances to third. So with a runner on third, the next batter up, a line drive to right field. And the Royals are going to tie this game up at 2 apiece. It might have made a mistake to keep Iwakuma in the game in the 8th inning, but he was pitching so well, and he even finished the 8th inning with a strikeout. I don't know what else I could have done. But on to the top of the 9th inning, we started off with runners on first and second. We struck out. A next batter up, we strike out once again with the bases loaded this time. And then with the bases loaded, another strikeout. So we had an opportunity to go ahead in this game, and we failed. Bases loaded, 1 out. We didn't get it done. We're on to the bottom of the 10th inning. We have Carson Smith up to pitch, and he's getting 2 strikeouts in the inning. And hey, why not make it 3? Striking out the side in the bottom of the 10th inning. Carson Smith coming into relief, pitching well. Bottom of the 11th inning, give him another strikeout, why don't ya? And then bottom of the 12th, we're bringing in Charlie Furbush. He's going to get a strikeout of his own. Now we're moving on to the bottom of the 13th inning. They have a run on first base. Grounder to K.Seager. To Cano. Trying to get the double play. Reaches first safely. That's a big play right there. Still, bottom of the 13th, 1 out. A big hit down the third baseline. That runner's going to go from first to third. A stand-up double for the Royals. We got to walk the next batter. 4 bases loaded. We're bringing in Danny Farquhar. Alex Rios up the bat, rips it past the shortstop, Chris Taylor, and the Royals come back to win this game 4-2. A heartbreaking loss right there. Made some mistakes. A big throw in air, maybe keeping Iwakuma an inning too long, even though he pitched well. But Wade Davis, he's the player of the game. He shut us out in extra innings, pitching 4 2/3 innings, 5 strikeouts. For the rest of the Royals, Escobar went 2 for 5 with a double and a run. Hosmer 1 for 5 with that solo shot home run. Kane went 1 for 4 with an RBI. And Morales 2 for 4. Wade Davis picks up the win. And for us, the Mariners, Trumbo went 1 for 5 with the home run, 2 RBIs and a run. Seager goes 2 for 5 with a run. Zunino 1 for 4. And Suzuki 2 for 6. Furbush picks up the loss. We're going to try to bounce back from an 0-2 deficit. The rest of the series should be up tomorrow. And I'm out.